So this is the example of the automated lead gen site. So it is a fairly unbranded website because the sole purpose of this system is to capture and generate leads for yourself. So on here, these sites are generally focused on the real estate, not the realtor. So most of those buyers that are going online looking for listings, that's exactly what they're looking for, is listings, not the realtor that's listed them. So your information, of course, is still on here. It's just not the primary focus. So you do have the ability to throw in a logo if you wanted to. We do have a generic home search logo as well. Your information will be in the footer of the website. It is a requirement, as well as on the contact page. If you have a little bio, it'll show as well. You can also have a picture, but it's very minimal, needless to say. So when a user, if we're doing lead gen for you, they are not going to go to your home page. They're actually going to land on a page that's already filtered to listings in an area that you may be targeting. So for example, if you're targeting Toronto, that lead would land on a page that's filtered to Toronto. Now, don't mind how slow this is. The sites are not this slow. This one here is sitting on basically like a QI, it's a development kind of server where it is a little bit slower automatically. So I'm just going to wait here for the homepage to load. There we go. So when we go on the site, so again, users can search by the city or community. They can even search by an address if there is a listing at that address. And then so once they do that, for example, if we were doing lead generation and you're targeting Toronto, just as an example, the lead would land on a page that's already filtered to listings in Toronto. So once they're on here, they will have the ability to narrow down their search. If you are a Tribe member, you will also have the ability to have the sold listings on here as well. It doesn't show now, but there will be the option for users to search through sold listings. Plus, you have an array of filters. So the users that come to these sites actually have, searching capabilities that are phenomenal with respect to narrowing down exactly what they're looking for. They also can view these listings on a map, of course. It will show here. One of the cool things about our map is that the visitors can actually draw an area if they wish to. So when they draw an area on the map, it would only produce the listings in that area. So if I was to say I only want to live right here, somewhere in this quarter, it would then show and populate. So this side of the screen is going to populate with the listings in that area, and then only the listings in that area are going to pop up in this little map right here. So it's a cool little feature that's on here. Now, these sites do have forced registration. They occur right away. Visitors have to register in order to view listings. But by registering, they are agreeing to receive listing alerts, as well as they are agreeing to terms of use, which indicate that by registering, they agree to be contacted by you via phone and or email. So users would register on here. They would give you their first and last name, their full name, essentially their email and their phone number. They also have the ability to continue with Facebook, and depending on their privacy settings within Facebook, it may autofill their contact information, or they may need to fill that out. So once a lead registers on here, they will have full access to the site and the listings on here. And then in the CRM system, of course, the lead is created. The system will automatically send that lead a text message for you 5 minutes after they registered. So the text message basically is going to be like this. So this one right here. So basically thanks them for registering, lets them know you're going to start sending them listings, and then it asks a question about their criteria in an attempt to generate a response. Now, you do have the ability to customize these messages 100%. It's more or less just acknowledging the lead and trying to get them to respond. The criteria that's outlined in the message is all done through short code, and it's reflective of all the listings that lead has looked at up until that message went out. So to have the SMS feature in here, there is a Twilio account required. Twilio is a third-party application. It just allows for developers to include communications in their platforms such as this. So there is a small cost associated with it. Twilio will run you $1 a month for a phone number. It will be a local GTA phone number, but different than your day-to-day phone number. And then it's pay per use. So text messages will cost you 0.0075 of 1 cent per text, so less than a penny a text. And then if you're making calls, it's going to average at about 1 cent a minute, because this will also allow you to use a dialer in the system as well, so you can make your calls, have those calls automatically recorded for better tracking. So if you're making calls or receiving calls, it's going to average about 1 minute or 1 cent a minute. As the outgoing calls are just over 1 cent, they are 0.013 cents per minute, and incoming calls are less than a cent. They're 0.0085 cents per minute. Now, in addition to all of this initial automation, each lead that comes in is going to be automatically set up to receive listings from you based on either the first listing they looked at or the first two. Just depends on how long they are on that first listing for. So generally, it's the location, the type of home, and price point that they'll be set up on automatically. You will have the ability to go in here and modify that search, so you're being able to add more locations. You know, if you wanted to, you can start typing. You can add multiple property types, of course, adjust the price range. Plus, you'll have, you know, several, if not almost all, of the TREV filters to be able to narrow down the criteria. Now, how this differs significantly from your other system is the ability to manage the frequency and the timing of those listing emails. So by default, your leads get the first listing email about 20 minutes after they've registered. So you have the ability to actually update the time that the listings are going to be sent out to that person on a daily basis. You can also scale it up. So if you have a lead that, let's say, you talk to and they're planning a move relatively soon, and let's say what they're looking for, you know, it's a hot market, things are going fast, you can actually have the system check up to 3 times a day for any new listings to send that lead that matches their criteria. Now, because you can scale it up, of course, you can also scale it back. So if you have a lead that's, you know, a year or two out, you can always ask them, are daily emails okay? I don't want to feel like I'm spamming you. We do have the ability to bring it down, so once a week or once every other week. That way, you're still staying on top of the market and prices without being bombarded with listing emails when you're not quite ready to make that move, right? So you have the ability to make those adjustments. Now, with respect to the CRM in general, if you do come on to lead generation, we do provide you training on the system on, you know, how to effectively follow up with your leads. We create filters for you. So it'll automatically just tell you through filters, basically, you know, who you need to be calling, essentially. And, you know, once you start to develop more, we can help create, you know, your check-in follow-up filters as well, where it just kind of automatically throws leads in there that you need to follow up, whether they're on a 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, that kind of thing, check-in kind of period, depending on their timelines and situations. So hopefully that helps you out as to this automated system. There is, of course, a setup fee on this. It would be a $3.99 for you as you are an existing customer. The monthly on these sites is $99. So that $99 is your hosting, as well as it's a PPC management fee for you to spend up to $250 on Google. So that $99 is the hosting and that initial management fee. Now, in addition to that, you do have the ability to integrate Facebook. So you can see I've got a Facebook lead here. So this automated site allows you to integrate with Facebook, run Facebook lead campaigns, and have those leads automatically feed into your CRM system. You can also have those leads automatically start receiving listings from you as well. So hopefully this gives you a quick synopsis as to what the lead gen system is and what it's all about. And should you have any questions, just reach out.